Hi, Kevin here. Well, today we're going to take a trip down memory lane. We're going to fix the banana pudding that was super popular when I was a kid in the 1960s. And the only special equipment you will need is a double boiler. And if you don't have a double boiler, don't worry because I don't have one either. So what you can do is just improvise by placing a heat-proof bowl over a pan of simmering water. And you want to make sure that the bottom of the bowl is not coming in contact with the water. Make sure you can see okay here. Okay, I've just moved you a little closer. Now into the bowl, add a half cup of sugar and 1/3 cup of regular all-purpose flour and a dash of salt, which is about 1/4 teaspoon. Give this a quick whisk. Then add 3 egg yolks from large eggs. Beat those in. And then add 2 cups of milk. And I'm going to add the milk about 1 cup at a time. And the reason we're using a double boiler is because of the eggs. You want them to cook very gently. If we did this directly in a saucepan, the eggs would probably scramble. And that would not make a very pretty pudding. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the milk. And then whisk this slowly and constantly until the mixture thickens. That's going to take about 10 minutes, so I will come back when this custard has thickened. All right, I've been stirring this for 10 to 12 minutes, and now the mixture has turned silky smooth and thick. So cut off the heat, and then can stir in a half teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. There, that was exactly 1/2 teaspoon. All right, now we have to beat some egg whites. All right, now my oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is one of those desserts that involves cookies. I'm either going to use Nilla Wafers or these Chessmen cookies, or maybe I'll do a combination of the two. And it's topped with a meringue. So to make the meringue, you need 3 egg whites from large eggs. And I'm going to beat them in my stand mixer with the whisk attachment, but you could absolutely do this in a bowl and just use, handheld electric beaters. Then I'm going to beat the eggs just until they turn foamy. And when that happens, we'll come back. All right, the egg whites have turned foamy. And by the way, my whites are at room temperature. Okay, now I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now, cream of tartar is an acid. It stabilizes the whites so that they don't deflate easily. Now I'm going to continue beating the whites, and I'm going to gradually add a 1/4 cup of regular granulated white sugar. And I'm going to beat the whites until they form stiff peaks. You just want to add the sugar a little at a time. Right, we'll come back when the egg whites have achieved stiff peaks. All right, my whites are at the stiff peak stage, as you can tell. I can't tell you how much I want to lick this whisk attachment, but I won't. I'll be good. Okay, now attach the bowl, get this out of the way. And now it's time to assemble the dessert. Okay, now when I was a kid, everybody used Nilla Wafers when they made banana pudding. Unfortunately, I was not able to find the normal sized Nilla Wafers. I could only find these miniature wafers. So I think I'm going to use Pepperidge Farm Chessmen cookies for this dessert. But if you can find regular vanilla wafers, then by all means use them. Okay, so I have my 1.5 quart baking dish here. And to make life easier, I'm just going to throw these cookies into a bowl. We're probably going to need 2 packages of them. Okay, then what you want to do is first do a layer of cookies, throw them in the bowl, and then arrange them in a single layer as best you can. These are actually very pretty cookies. Each one has a different pattern. Okay, that will work for my first layer. Then we have to add a layer of bananas. And I'm probably going to use 5 bananas in total. So I have some very large, very, well, perfectly ripe bananas here. So I'll grab 5 of them. You just want to peel the bananas, of course. And see a bad spot right here, going to cut that out. And then just slice the banana on top of the cookies. I'm just using a paring knife here. It goes very quickly. Probably going to need 2 bananas here. Okay, second banana. And that's enough, I think, for this layer. Maybe a little more. That's the whole thing. Then we need to add a layer of the custard. Going to use about half of the custard. Spoon it right over the cookies. Yeah, this is one of those timeless desserts. I loved it when I was a kid, and I still love it today. I just spread this out. Then I'm going to do another layer of cookies, another layer of bananas, and another layer of custard. And when I finish that, I'll come back. Actually, I'm back already because I wanted to show you that what you can do is make some of the cookies stand up against the sides. I'm going to do 3 upright cookies along the long edge and 2 upright cookies along the short side of the pan. And I want the decorated side of the cookie to face out. All right, I'll finish my layers and then come back. Right, now I will be putting all of the ingredients in the description below, and I will include metric measurements for my friends in Europe. So I already have my other cookie and banana layer here, so now I'm going to pour on the remaining custard. Now I know that some people make this dessert with instant vanilla pudding, but that stuff is loaded with chemicals, so I much prefer to use custard that is made from scratch. I'm very tempted to lick this bowl, and maybe I will. I'm quite sure I will lick that bowl. This custard is super delicious. Okay, so now I'm going to add the meringue topping. Just want to plop this on. It's a very pretty dessert, actually. And it tastes even better than the sum of its parts, believe it or not. And of course, it's not hard to make. And the only real time involved is stirring that custard. There we go. Then smooth this out. And you want the egg whites to come in contact with the edge of the pan, or the baking dish rather. Otherwise it can shrink back, and we don't want that. And then, to make this dessert look even prettier, I'm going to make some peaks and valleys in it, right after I wipe my hand. So just take your spatula and go like this. So you're creating kind of a craggy topping. Of course, these peaks are going to turn brown in the oven. All right. Flip. And that's it. So this goes into the preheated 350 degree oven just until the meringue browns lightly. And that's going to take 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll come back when this is baked, and then we'll have a taste. Okay, this is a very pretty dessert to bring to the table. I'm going to try to show you the dessert without dropping it. See, the meringue has browned beautifully, and you can see the little Chessmen cookies through the walls of the clear baking dish. Go like this. Yeah, very pretty dessert to serve. All right, I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes, and then I'll dish some up and we can have a taste of it. Okay, I just wanted to give you another close-up of this dessert. I think it's really attractive. All right, and now it is time for a taste. You guys, this is really sumptuous. So good. Okay, I really hope that you guys will give this dessert a try someday. It's not at all difficult to do. And what a nice blast from the past. All right, thank you so much for watching. And again, I will list the ingredients in the description box below. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.